Hey, what up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, aka Ballman Do It Better, aka the self-proclaimed power player. And today, let's talk about Raising Kanan. Let's talk about Young Tommy and Ghost. Let's talk about Power Origins, all right? Come along on this journey with me as I give to you, the viewer, the listener, the top 3 ways Raising Kanan will end, may end, and should end. The top 3 best ways that they can end Raising Kanan, while also including Young Ghost and Tommy, while also sticking with the themes and everything that we would want to be connected from OG Power to Raising Kanan heading into Power Origins. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because we can basically expect season 4 of Raising Kanan to be the very last season of Raising Kanan. So, these 3 points that I'm going to make, this includes if Raising Kanan ends at its 4th season, or if they extend it to at least a season 6. So, go ahead, subscribe, go ahead, like the video. This is going to be another banger. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right now, people, so let's break it down like this. The 3 best ways to end Raising Kanan while including Young Ghost and Tommy. Now, reason number 1, Kanan gets sent to jail by Ghost and Tasha during the season finale of Raising Kanan, leaving Ghost and Tommy on their own in Power Origins as they give us the complete story of what happened with Ghost and Tommy from the moment Kanan got locked up all the way up until the moment that OG Power starts. Now, in order for this to work, we would need, right, a couple extra seasons of Raising Kanan, plus probably a time skip, okay? Because in the middle of this process, to get to this point, we would have to already know Paz. We would already have to see Angela come and go, okay? That means that we would have had to get very familiar with Ghost's dad, see him come and go. We would have to see Breeze train Ghost and Tommy with Kanan, right? We would have to see all of that. That would require us to have a extra 2 to 4 seasons of Raising Kanan, and unfortunately, it's not gonna happen that way, right? Right? So that was reason number 1. Number 2 of the 3 best ways to end Raising Kanan while also giving us what we want, which is Young Ghost and Tommy, okay? And that would be the death of Breeze, starting off Origins with Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy on their own, okay? This also would require some kind of a time skip and or more than 4 seasons, right? Because we have to assume that season number 4 is going to be the final season, okay? Okay, this would be very entertaining, you know, we would get to see Kanan be who he is, Kanan get close to Unique. I'm still jacking that Unique is Breeze. I believe that it will take probably till the end of the season, right, for Unique to earn that name, because he's not just going to, like, people got to expand their minds, okay? When we saying that Unique is Breeze, you can't keep asking how. He's already Unique. This, that, and the third. Remember, they already showed you that he's already began a transition to be a totally different kind of person. Being that he had the scars, and he was wearing all black, and he wasn't flashy no more. That means he has no intention at all to remain on the streets as Unique Kadeem Mathis. He is Breeze. And because the show has good writers, they're not just going to have someone randomly call him Breeze. We're going to see his actions reflect him earning the name Breeze. Maybe even fighting against it in the beginning, right? Did Ghost name Unique Breeze? I don't think so. I think it'll probably come from the streets or Stefano giving him that name. But like I said, right? we would get to see Ghost dealings with Tommy, Kanan, and Breeze. We would get to see Ghost's dad dying, assumingly by the hands of Breeze, maybe Kanan as well. We would see all the mental stuff that Ghost is going through. That's the drinking after his father dies. That's the extra reckless nature that we haven't seen on screen, right? But it was enough to, in OG Power, have Tasha say to Tommy, Ghost is drinking again, which means that in his younger years when he was drinking, he was wilding out. And we got a glimpse of that when he got drunk and he killed the drunk driver dude, right? So we get to see all of that build up, culminating to the season finale of Raising Kanan, where Kanan got Ghost and Tommy to run down on Breeze and handle the business. You know, me personally, that would be the perfect way to end Raising Kanan, even more than sending Kanan to jail, right? But like I said, we would need another 2, 3, 4 seasons in order to really flesh that out. And let's be real, the producers of Power, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They could have did that with Raising Kanan, but they gave us Power Origins because it's clear that season 4, 9 times out of 10 for Raising Kanan, will be the final season. And here is the number 3rd way to finish Raising Kanan in the perfect way while still including young Ghost and Tommy, leading us up to the most hype for Power Origins. And that is the introduction of Ghost and Tommy to Kanan during the season finale, or better yet, giving them significant roles during the final season, right? Still requires a time skip at some point, maybe, and would need more than 4 seasons to flesh out, maybe. So of course, the question is, how could they begin to do that, right? So we already seen that Tommy has been tagging up throughout the streets of the South Side. We already are assuming we seen young Ghost already. They're not gonna give us young Tommy unless, the next time they show us a white boy in Raising Kanan, anywhere near Kanan, and got anything to do with drugs, it will be the official confirmation that it's young Tommy. And the producers already know that, right? It's easier for them to fool us, making us think or speculate on whether a person is Ghost or not. But with Tommy, they can't fake that because he was the only white boy within 20 blocks. So what they could do is they could show us Unique beginning to get comfortable with Kanan, right? And in the middle of that, right, we got Rock dealing with the feds and beef. We got Marvin dealing with similar things. Juke is gonna be doing her own thing, whether she's going to the military or whatever. And basically, Kanan has to rely more and more and more on Unique. And we're saying Unique as being Breeze at some point, right? So at some point he says, I got to develop my own little team. So they could begin that. And then by the end of the season, because we still may need some kind of time skip, right? They could show us young Ghost and Tommy, and then they could have something happen to Rock, Marvin, Lou, even though I feel like the 3 of them may still have some kind of involvement in Power Origins, but something very crazy has to happen to 1 or 2 of them at least to create the power vacuum that Unique is going to be able to come in to as Breeze. And then by the end of the season, right, they could have Kanan officially decide to seriously deal with Ghost and Tommy, and they could end it that way. And then once Power Origin comes, they could give us the high school scene that we wanted to by the end of that first season. That seems like the easiest thing that they could do, but it's all up in the air. The way it's going right now with Power Origins, it seems like it's going to be a continuation of Raising Kanan, but they changing the name just so they don't have to pay the actors more money. Because if they continue it as Raising Kanan, they got to give them more money, right? That's what it seems like to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God gifted. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.